Teenish, a short episode. Boom.
So how's it been being back for you guys?
It's been okay. Like, personally, I've already taken classes online before. What was hard to get used to was doing like Zoom online and still being expected to answer questions like where there's not a screen in between us, which is kind of weird because there's a bunch of dead silences. And then other times, I don't want to be on Zoom, and I don't want my camera on, and I don't want to look at you, and I don't want you looking at me.
So how many hours do you guys spend actually like in school versus doing your actual assignments? Is it more or less time than when it was in person?
Oh, it's definitely for me, it's more time.
Yeah, school's supposed to start at 7:30 and like hypothetically end at 2:30, but I'll still be doing work past 2:30 into like 5 o'clock because for me at least, you're sitting at a desk and you're doing the work that they give to you. There is no separation between classwork and homework. It's just work that they give you.
It has just been genuinely exhausting and frustrating. Still, I mean, personally, because I have anxiety, I don't like speaking on Zoom. I don't like having my camera on. I don't like people being able to look at me, like, mind your business. And one of my teachers, a few of them actually get really angry at us. And I've had a teacher threaten us by our grades, saying that if you don't show your camera, I know it's important to participate and to show them that you're like actually learning and taking the information. But I feel like some teachers are just really better at teaching in person and don't have the skills to be able to actually teach online and help others and make sure that people are comprehending the information they're putting out. Because personally, I feel like my education is getting played with because I'm a good student. I've always been a good student. I've always done my work. And I'm making I only think I might be making an A in one of my classes. And that's a problem for me because, like I said, I've always been a good student. So, I don't know. It's just a lot. It's stressful. I feel like it could be handled a lot better. And I know there's teachers out here who are putting in everything they have. And I'm sure not only their kids, but we all appreciate it.
I think a bunch of teachers really didn't adapt their original lesson plans to accommodate for the fact that we're all online. I think that they just like, well, I already made this lesson plan probably like before COVID and before I knew that this was online, and I'm just not going to change it, and it's not working at all. And I don't think they're going to fix it.
I really hope so, because like I said, I completely agree with you. Some of the lessons that they have and they were trying to give us, like, it just didn't even make sense. And I've had teachers that are really understanding and have been trying to give us, like, I won't say minimal work, but they're not over just throwing everything on us at one point. Like, and it's my senior year too, so I feel like I have worked a lot more in the last 2 months than I feel like I ever have the last 12 years that I've been in school.
Marcus, what do you think about all this?
I hate virtual online.
Yes, not to speak for Marcus, but I know Marcus does have a job, and I could only imagine having to stay home, do work for like 8 hours, and then be expected to go do like an 8-hour shift, you know? For me, at first, virtual school felt like an option because I would wake up, not be ready, not wanting to, like, had no motivation. I was procrastinating so hard, and I still do to an extent because I have like 3 projects due today, but we're not going to talk about it.
So on Wednesdays for my school, I don't know about I know other schools, but I don't know about y'all's schools, but we don't have any Zooms. And so it's supposed to be like a student independent day. And literally I have so much to do. I don't know where to start. Just like Sarah, I got like 3 projects due, 2 of which are in gym. And I'm trying to figure out how you got a project in gym.
Right? I swear to God, these teachers be assigning the most unnecessary assignments, but same for us. On Wednesdays is like a no meetings day. It's supposed to be known as like a catch-up day. And I kind of feel bad for teachers too. I've seen some things, heard some things, and people are real bold over their phone and laptop, and they don't even care. I mean, beforehand, people were really bold, even in person, but now it's like, oh, I'm a senior. I ain't got to be in school with you. You can't tell me what I can do in my own household. So I'm going to just do and say what I want as please. And it can be funny, but also like, y'all are so disrespectful. Oh my God.
I feel bad for teachers.
Do you guys think the expectations are higher or lower than in-person classes?
Higher, easily, higher. Every single word that comes out of my teacher's mouth is, you guys are young, you know how to work the computers, so obviously you should be doing better than me on this. And it's like, no, I know how to operate my phone, not this 13-year-old Chromebook that I was assigned.
You feel a lot of pressure at one time, having so many assignments and so many things that have deadlines and due dates and expectations that you feel like as a person you can't meet. And then you have like 4 teachers coming at you like, you need to do this, you need to do this. Your mind is supposed to be like at this place. And not even that, just counselors, because it's your senior year, senior dues and pictures and cap and gown orders. Like, y'all.
Bro, being a senior at this time is the worst, bro. I got so much to do. And I've 6 teachers right now.
You said what?
So I'm technically in 8 classes.
Oh, girl.
I just think that it's not a waste of time, but it could have been definitely better because gotta wake up early, gotta go to Zoom calls. They expect us to show our faces so they could see if we're here. Just stuff that I wish that could have been better and done better. Especially with people who have jobs like myself, like, sometimes they work us multiple days and we're expected to wake up early after having a long shift and do the same thing over and over again.
I heard that soon some students will be going back to in-person classes on like an alternating schedule. What do you guys think about that?
Okay.
Oh,
Yes.
I want to do that.
Yeah.
You want to do that?
I'm
Yes.
like desperate for leaving my house and feeling like I'm gonna at least succeed in school. So yes, please sign me up. Oh my God, I can't.
There are the students who went back to Islands and they started Monday. And from what I know, from what we've been told, they are all in our auditorium, still on online learning, and they have one class that is in person. And I don't know if they're enforcing the masks rule.
I really hope so, because I ain't about to pull up nowhere and be around a bunch of people who are reckless and spreading germs. Y'all nasty.
If one of your teachers for one of your classes chooses not to go back, then that class can't be in person because they're not there. So you're still online. I'm playing it safe and just going back in January or something. I feel like little peer interaction is a double-edged sword, because on one end it's kind of good because sometimes I don't want to talk to people and they smell weird, but on the other hand I miss talking to people.
Yeah, I just feel like the cons outweigh the pros though.
Though I will say there are some things that they only implemented in online learning that I wish they kept when we go back in regular. Like, I like the fact that they film like sports games, because they didn't do that before, and sometimes they'd be selling out on tickets and I still want to watch the game.
Do you guys have any expectations for the rest of the semester?
My only expectation is to graduate at this point. That's like it.
Same.
How does it feel to be a part of one of the COVID classes? Because you guys are like standing in a footnote of history right now. It may not be one of the more positive sides of history, but a footnote nonetheless. So like, how does that feel? Like, are you guys gonna like tell your grandkids about it one day?
Oh, definitely. I will.
I want us to take over the world.
If there is anything you could add or change to how online learning is going, what would it be?
The habit that we do each class 2 times a week, and a Wednesday could be, just catch up day. I think that's how you would do it.
I want schools to be uniform, bro, because some schools, what they're doing sounds significantly better than what I've heard mine is going to do.
And if we do go back to school, I don't want to wear uniform.
Yes.
Period.
I'm sorry.
Let me roll up in sweats.
If you guys were safe freshman or sophomore, y'all think y'all be able to maintain this up for like the next 2 or 3 years?
No.
No. Literally, there was one year I took 12 classes. I'm only taking 5 this year, and this is harder. This is significantly harder. And I have less classes. I couldn't do this for 3 years. I don't even know if I'm going to do this for another month.
Like, I make jokes about everything, but I'm not one to be like, oh, I'm going to seriously drop out. But I know people who are on the brink of finishing their senior year, and because this has been so stressful, they have literally dropped out of school and would rather go and get their GED instead of spending 4 more months of doing this and getting their diploma.
That sums up 2020.